I think PTI is a work of genius. Essentially, what we're doing is we're saying let's get groups of people, organizations with resources, with power, and let's bring them together to operate as a federation so we can amplify the individual power. That old boring line about the sum, the total, the full amount being more than the sum of the parts. So that's the logic. But where is this made up from nowhere? Is this just grabbed out of the air? No, no. What we're saying is let's learn the lesson of the elite. What does the elite do? They get together, they know each other, their dads were at school and university together, etc., etc., and they amplify each other's position of power and authority. We're doing the same thing, but we're doing it not for ourselves, but for good.
Why is social mobility important?
There's a really easy answer to the question about the importance of social mobility. And I put it this way, you can actually divide the world even better into three groups of people on some kind of normal distribution. You've got people who are evil and they get their thrills out of doing horrible things to other people. And tragically, I've met and worked with some of them. And there are people who are close to saints and they get their thrills out of helping people and doing things for them. And I'm happy to say that my friends and I belong to that set. And then on a normal distribution, there's a large bulk of people who actually just have to get on with things and don't have time to worry about harming or helping because they're busy surviving. So if you take a normal distribution, and you say that some of the people in the middle who are okay but could be naughty and therefore could be tempted to go off and join the evil group, and there are other ones who are good and are tempted hopefully to go off and do the good things. That's society, I would argue, as it's structured. The future of society depends on the evil people being destroyed or at least being contained. And the only way you can contain them is by the good people outnumbering them, outsmarting them, and so on, and not letting the naughties go naughty, but have them on the other side. So that's the backdrop to which I would answer your question about social mobility, because what tends to happen, the people on my bad side of that picture try to keep everything for themselves. And that means that the good people who, if they had power and control and authority, could make a difference, can't get in. And it's a real problem. So it's a real problem in society, it's a problem in businesses, etc., that power tends to be held by the people who've already got power. And they're not thinking about the long-run survival of their society, they're thinking about themselves because they're being pulled magnetically in that bad way. So my argument is, I'm on this side, I want to pull people magnetically my way, and by definition that means letting people get in and access and be leaders and participate and enjoy the fruits of society. So it's rather a long and possibly quite dry answer, but I think if the good people lose, society goes terribly wrong, and we see that in history, throughout history. Therefore, what we've got to do is to let the good people win, and the only way to make that happen is to allow them to enter, and the only way they can be allowed to enter is through social mobility. Or put more simply, the good guys need to follow the Hollywood mantra and defeat the bad guys, and I want as many good guys as I can get on my side.